Cameron Lackbor. I'm a director at OD Tug, and I have with me
Shankar Viswanathan. I'm the product manager for PBCS and planning on-prem.
Great, fantastic. So, how many Kscopes have you been to?
I've been to 6 Kscopes.
6 times.
Yeah.
So, 2010 was your first one in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent.
So it's been awesome. I've been Solutions, Hyperion Solutions.
Were you there before? I was at all the Solutions.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, Solutions was a great conference, and once Oracle acquired Hyperion, we saw the attendance at Oracle Open World, not as much from a Hyperion attendee standpoint. So this has been a great pickup since then for us to gather the momentum from a customer standpoint and share our experiences and our solutions and our innovations with the customers.
It's interesting that you say that, because typically attendees, non-Oracle attendees, come here to learn stuff. New technical items, new product information, etc. What do you come to what do you get out of Kscope that you wouldn't get out of, say, a different kind of conference?
Sure, I think as a product manager, I do both inbound and outbound. I interface with the development to tell them what the software should be doing and give that feedback from a customer standpoint. This is a great opportunity for me to talk to partners, to talk to customers directly and get their feedback, and it could be a negative or a positive feedback. Either way, those resonate well when it comes to a conference, and over time we have had even developers coming in here, key developers, to share their technical thoughts. Dev leads come in to talk directly to the customers. So it definitely is it gives them that face-to-face feedback from the customers and the partners on what they feel about the software. So it just that personal touch adds a lot of weight to the conversation.
Do you think that Kscope has more? It's not just direct, but more pointed conversations where maybe maybe this is the only place that you can get that really honest, sometimes painful, sometimes fantastic feedback that wouldn't be available anywhere else.
Definitely, yeah. I think because people are so technically savvy here with the software, they can go down to the nitty-gritty detail level.
It is geeky.
It is geeky, definitely, and which is what we want. We want to understand. It's one thing to get a requirement or to say the software needs to do this, but to have that conversation on why you think this is a valuable addition to the software and why it should do it in a certain way is something you can have only in a conversation. And I think that's, and even the sessions, when you ask me about what do I get out of it, attending these sessions, seeing the customers' reactions, the questions that customers ask, even if it's not our presentations, even if I attend a partner presentation, the reactions, the questions, all of them are noticed and valued by us, because customers are just being honest. So that's what they need to be, and that feedback is very valuable to us.
Yeah, sometimes it makes me a little nervous when I see you or someone else from the planning group sitting there in the back, just nodding. But it's great because I'm not. I try to.
Yeah.
I'm honest. I'm honest in what I get.
Yeah.
So sometimes you hear very positive things from me, sometimes slightly critical. I mean, I like the products a lot, so it's not like I'm going to bash them. But I try to be very honest with my audience. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic that Oracle cares about us. Even I like to think of myself as very geeky. It's gratifying. It's gratifying to see that Oracle listens to me, and I definitely don't get that at other conferences. It's just not the right.
I think there are conferences which our marketing folks attend to more evangelize what the solution is meant to do. But this is a conference where it gets to a level deeper, and that's why the product managers make sure we are here, and the developers and the dev leads also sometimes make sure they're here to hear it face to face. So definitely.
So if we were talking about Kscope 17, what would you like Kscope 17 to do that Kscope 16 has not? What would you like to see us do from a conference perspective?
Yeah, from a conference perspective, I think we want to make sure what we're seeing, and it goes back to where the software itself is going, right? In the last 2 years, we launched the PBCS cloud, which is a uptake from on-prem, but then it's been taken up by so many customers. So we have over 1,300 customers now adopting PBCS on the cloud, which means there's a lot of momentum going on. So what we want is make sure is that, and if you notice the release history of Hyperion, we have been releasing almost one release every year, and that's continued even today in on-prem. If you look at 11.13.500 was last year, and we're releasing the 11.4 was early last year, .3.500 was the year before, and then we're releasing the .4, whatever the last three digits would be. That's end of this year.
To be determined, right?
.4.500 or whatever it turns out to be. That's planned for late this year. So what we have valuable here is a momentum both in the cloud and in on-prem. There's certain reasons why customers would want to stay on-prem. We have a lot of those customers. If you take aerospace defense, they're never going to move to the cloud. So we're going to continue that momentum in both. And we, for the next year, we expect to see a lot more a mix of both cloud and on-prem, and getting that feedback. The cloud helps us in terms of getting that feedback instantaneously, because we apply those patches to 1,000 plus customers. We're going to know within a week or less than a week
whether things are good or bad.
Things are good or bad are known right away. In on-prem, we don't realize that till a couple of weeks or months away.
It's both an adoption issue, right?
Yeah.
You've released a new patch. How quickly are people going to get it? And then they have to communicate with you, right? It's not a question of you being able to monitor and seeing things blow up or work very well. That's a real advantage.
Yeah, and it benefits both, right? I mean, if you, Cameron, you've been around so many years on this, so applying patches for customers, and so
not my favorite thing to do.
So when a customer is a customer who's using the software, some happen to be on the cloud, and if they end up giving us the feedback much earlier, we fix this stuff much sooner, and that helps stabilize the software and give those enhancements to across the board to on-prem and to cloud customers. The features which we have introduced since cloud was launched, when we release it to on-prem, those would never have seen the light of the day if we just had on-prem, because a lot of those items are coming in because customers are escalating those much faster, so we are able to deliver them much sooner.
Because it's a single platform.
It's a single platform, single core line across the board, so I think every customer benefits from that. So coming back to your original question, what should we be doing? I think it should be more a mix. And we should also be getting more feedbacks between SIs and partners and developers in terms of what is the best practice, what did you learn from cloud, which you can share in on-prem. Because they're both the same software, but because of the fact that implementation is under tighter timelines, and you have a more URL-based interaction with the software rather than you go to the back end. There are things, boundaries put around you, but you learn that game pretty fast when you are a cloud implementing partner. So there are things which and these are the same partners who implement on-prem. A lot of our partners are the same. So I think there's a lot of opportunity for partners who have implemented the cloud solution to share that feedback with partners who haven't adopted, so they can learn from each other's experience there.
So some of that would be done through formal sessions. Would this be something that you'd expect to present on the Thursday deep dives, right? Where it's everybody in a particular technology stack gets together, a little more informal, right? A little more like you are the guys giving the darts and the arrows shot at you,
which is fine.
That's well, you're here for the feedback, right? So that's the way to get the feedback. Those, I think that's a great innovation, the Thursday deep dives. In part because people are very tired from the night before because of the Wednesday party.
And I think we can also have, I think we haven't done this before here. I think we do this in open world where we have a panel discussion where EPM and BI product managers can be on stage, throw the questions at us, and we will answer this. And if there's something we cannot answer, we'll let you know. But I think it needs to be an open conversation. We're not here to sell you the software. We are here to tell you the honest opinion from a product manager standpoint. So that's something which we value, those interactions.
Would you like to see something like a cloud track where the sessions were exclusively cloud, as opposed to say a plan? Right now it's split up across technologies. You've got the foundations people, you've got the S-based people, you've got the planning people. But sooner or later it's all one solution. Would it make more sense to have it just tagged as cloud versus on-premises, or is that too artificial of a separation between?
I think it might. It depends on the audience. I think the polling I did on Sunday session, the Sunday symposium, did not show as many audience from the cloud customers. So I'm still not clear whether enough cloud customer participation is there in this conference. I think that's something which we can work towards. And if you see enough of that, then I think that's a good way to go.
So I gave a PBCS administration presentation on Monday.
Yeah.
3/4 of the people were on premises. They were interested, very, very interested in what PBCS brought to them. It might be a way of identifying, not that I'm on the conference committee, I'm not on the conference committee, but were I on the conference committee, this would be a suggestion to them, that would help, that might be a way to help them focus on what they're doing. It's from a customer and partner perspective, everybody's looking at the cloud, right? I mean, it's an obvious place to go. So maybe that can happen.
Yeah, I think that shift will happen. Paradigm shift has to happen. We see that across all industries. If you see the industries which we have in the cloud right now, which are implementing in the cloud, they're pretty much consistent with what we have on-prem. So I think it just the momentum is happening. So we'll see that.
Okay. Well, I think we have reached our time limit, as enjoyable as this has been. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this and being here.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure.
Oh, absolutely, on my side as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.